Ever since it was first announced back in April of this year, I have been strongly against the idea of a live-action Moana remake from Disney. I've been heavily against these live-action Disney remakes, as most people have been, and I've said it countless times of why I'm against these movies. But with this, I feel like Disney had crossed the line by remaking a still very recent movie, when prior to this, they've just mostly been doing older movies from the 90s and whatever. Just today, a lot of announcements were made regarding the release dates for future Disney movies, the live-action Moana remake being one of them. It was announced today that the live-action Moana remake will be released on June 27th, 2025. Now, just so you know, Moana, the original animated movie, came out in November of 2016. This live-action remake is coming out less than 10 years after the original movie, which is a new low for Disney. I honestly had a feeling they were gonna do that. They were gonna release the live-action remake of Moana less than 10 years later, because you have to realize, movies take time to make. Just because they announced the remake in 2023 didn't mean that it was gonna come out in 2023. These movies, I hate them, but they take time to make, So, there was a 50-50 possibility that this movie could come out before or after the original movie's 10th anniversary in November of 2026. It would have been bad either way. This is a movie that shouldn't exist at all, but at least if it came out after the original had turned 10, at least that would make it slightly less bad. Nope. It's coming out less than 10 years after the original movie. The original Moana turns 10 in November of 2026. It turns 9 in November of 2025. This live-action remake is coming out in the summer of 2025. The original movie is going to be 8 years old when this thing comes out. Are you serious right now? Now, I brought this up in an earlier video that I made, but I think it's worth bringing it up again. Currently, the most recent movie in the Disney canon to get a live-action remake is Mulan, which came out in 1998. And the live-action remake for it came out in 2020, over 20 years later. Again, this isn't me saying that this is a good movie, but at least there's a long gap between the original animated movie and the live-action remake. This is actually ridiculous. And it's gonna make a lot of money. The reason why these movies keep getting made is because of nostalgia. Nostalgia sells, that's why. People feel nostalgic for the original animated versions of Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin and whatever, movies they watched when they were kids. So rather than watch the original movies that they actually watched when they were kids, they want to go and see an inferior, soulless live-action version of their childhood movie, which I really do not understand the logic behind that. I cannot understand at all. And I have to wonder if that's going to happen with this Moana remake, because the Moana isn't even 10 years old yet. I just have no idea why they thought this was a good idea, and you just know that more recent Disney movies are going to get live-action remakes. I just know it. A Frozen live-action remake is inevitable. We can try our hardest, but we cannot deny it. A live-action Frozen remake is inevitable, and it will happen. And believe me when I say a lot of bad things would come out of a live-action Frozen remake if it were to exist. In addition to just further proving that Disney doesn't care about animation, and we should honestly just leave Disney out of the animation world. We should just leave them behind and embrace Spider-Verse and all that stuff. But also, there's the fact as well that Frozen is still a fairly recent movie, so making a live-action remake of it is just ridiculous. To give it a very slight bit of credit though, at least if they made a live-action Frozen remake, it would be after the original movie turned 10, which, that's not really much of a compliment, but it's something at least. Another thing as well is that for a fact that the radio stations are gonna be playing Let It Go all the time. Whatever this new rendition of Let It Go will be, it will be played everywhere. Every radio station will be playing it. It will be inescapable. It just gets annoying beyond belief. Good God. And don't even get me started on Elsagate. Listen, Elsagate already is a problem again. I just know for a fact that a live-action Frozen remake would start just a third wave. If we're able to get rid of this second wave successfully, that a live-action Frozen remake will start it all over again, You just know it. I'm just really tired of Disney, you know. I don't know what else to say anymore. Little Mermaid's making money at the box office. I've seen some people saying like it's flopping. It needs to make like 500 million in order to be considered a box office success. I don't know. Listen, I don't even care. The only thing that matters to me is having Spider-Verse make more money. Just watch Spider-Verse, okay? Don't watch Little Mermaid, alright? I don't even care what anyone says. Just watch Spider-Verse. I will not have this masterpiece make less money at the box office than a movie that has the f***ing scuttlebutt in it. I'm sorry. Anyways, that's about it. I just wanted to make this quick video talking about the recent news with the Moana live action remake. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to like, and if you're new to the channel, maybe consider subscribing. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and I will see you all next time. Adios.